Looking for the right answers to hard and sometimes confusing global events? Look no further. SSM's team brings unique perspectives from across the globe. Our in-depth independent reporting is to make you better understand the world as we evolve.
Hello, viewers around the world. You're welcome to SSM Friday edition, Friday World Affairs. I'm here in Milan studio. Godwin Iwejuwa is my name. Joining me also,
all the way from Canada, my name is George Chukwu, and I want to welcome you viewers from around the world on this international news updates.
Powerful. George, you're welcome. So,
Thank
George, our event still going on. Let's do some local news, Nigerian news, before we go ahead. Yes, we heard that the ASU is the University Association of University Union. ASU is about to go on another strike, George. They keep going on strike and they come back. They go on strike and they come back. Why not just do it once and for all and settle it? What do you say about ASU and the strike plan?
Well, you see, they're issuing another, ultimatum, this time for 4 days only, because of federal government failed to implement the agreed upon salary structure from December 2025. See, they came together, they sat down together, they negotiated, and it was agreed upon, that there was be a salary increase from 2025. This happened in December 2025, actually. Continuing the cycle of negotiation, unfulfilled commitments, and looming strikes that destabilize the education sector. So what you're seeing here is that the government somehow, directly or indirectly, is basically trying to, when you earn your wages, should you not be paid for it? You already worked. So tell me, how is a man with 4 kids or 5 kids or 3 kids, who they have to pay for gas to go to work, they have to pay for their school fees, they have to do all these things. Then after they have worked, then you come home and you tell your wife or you tell your husband, "Oh, we thought all month no salary is coming." So this is a deliberate attempt to weaponize poverty among the people. You see, policies that undermine local value is what we are seeing. Instead of prioritizing the improvement of struggling local universities, the government is facilitating the entry of foreign institutions. Coventry University, for instance, which, as you argues, is a form of colonialism that weakens the national education system, while citizens suffer from lack of quality public options.
Education.
So what they do most of the time, the salary might have already been given, it's already there, but they would put this money in the bank.
Why, George?
It's been happening. It is been happening. They will lodge that amount of money, maybe billions of naira, in account, and then where it will be earning interest, and they will allow it to stay there for a long period of time. Then you people will be suffering and making noise and making noise. So the system appears to create intentional bottleneck, such as delays in paying June 2025 salary in arrears of complications. So what you say is the GIFMIS payment platform, which they have instituted, is not working. It suffocates workers financially, forcing them into industrial action just as to access wages they have already earned. And it is unacceptable.
So George, bring us to light. Do you mean that this new salary structure they are asking for, is it that is an increase in the payment, and it does that mean that the past 20 since 2025
since 2025
they've not earned? Yeah, okay, right.
They did not earn, because that's why they went to a negotiation table in December. It was agreed for a salary increase, okay? and they said, okay, we are going to, this is how much, or both sides agree that this is the amount of money that is supposed to be paid to, these professors and, people that are working in the university. But what is going on is they have not released that money. They have not released that money. So what they have done, and this is a systemic failure, whereby some individuals that are sitting on top, that are in control of this amount of money, when it's trickling down, will lodge the money into an account, and you will be earning millions of naira, maybe 2, 3, 4 months for them. And then they will happily release the amount and keep the interest. And this is something that, if the government is aware of this, the parliament, the House of Representatives are aware of this, the senators are aware of this, and they're not doing anything. Tell me, what do you expect? Because this the people that are going to be suffering are students. If they go on strike, that means they will not be learning. This is the reason why 4 years of education in Nigeria will take 6 years for them to graduate. Is it fair to
George, this is what I went through studying in Nigeria. In fact, it was worse off at that time, 90s up to late 90s. Actually, we were on strike for a year. There was one we had a year. Yes. And that was when I pulled out. I had to pull out, George. I had to pull out, and that was when I came to Europe. So it's a sad thing that people's educational plan are cut short. It's a sad thing also that but still they will rank most universities in Nigeria as one of the top 100 and all of that. I wonder how we're meeting.
It is false. It is false. It's false analysis. It is not real. No, listen to this. You went to school outside of Nigeria. I went to school outside of Nigeria. But I know that some of my siblings that went to school in Nigeria, what they went through, they complain all the time. So the question is, why cannot that system be fixed? Why cannot people be held accountable who are holding back this money? Is it the government that is holding back the money? No, I don't think so. But the government is still responsible. And therefore, we are calling on you, our president, as Iwaju. We are calling upon you, look into this and make sure that it is solved immediately. Because these are the youths that the city boys are going to now. Listen to this. Listen.
Yes.
These are the students that the city boys are calling upon to weaponize to vote for you. And now all of a sudden, the people that are teaching them are not being paid. And when they go on strike right now, these young people will have to go back home or just be hanging around doing nothing. And this is exactly the reason why most of them go into criminality.
George, it's also coming in a time.
To stop this.
Yes, we need to stop. It's coming in a time when your party, APC, is having its convention this weekend. And they are going to still pick these leaders that are still the same people, crop of leaders that have been there. George, your convention is happening this weekend. So what will you say about the convention and this kind of situation? I mean, this kind of thing should bring in a change of structure and leadership. I mean, we can't be
this should be a deliberate, intentional approach to ensure that the system is permanently fixed. Not, this recycle type of promises and failing, and nobody is saying anything until these people start, striking, and then all of a sudden you want to sit down again and negotiate. No, if you agreed on something, it's a contract that is agreed upon. Pay the people, pay these people. They are educating our young people, educating the future leaders of the nation. Why are we delaying them? Why are we messing up their education? It doesn't make any sense.
And that's the fabrics of that. That's the grassroots of every nation. I mean, education is basically what we all need. It puts enlightenment. It puts awareness. So if it's faulty,
local universities are going through this nonsense, and yet the government is prioritizing facilitating entry of a foreign institution like Coventry University. So that is bringing money now to UK. Can you imagine that? So now all of a sudden, because of the frustration that people are going through in Nigeria, some people will now, try to send their children to abroad to study.
abroad.
Now the money
Viewers,
they're gonna be paying school
yeah,
fees to these countries while we are languishing and our youth are just there gallivanting around because of strike. It doesn't make any sense. Something needs to be done, and it needs to be done immediately by the government, APC government, by the government of Asiwaju. We are APC, therefore we are calling upon our party to do what needs to be done. You can, and you have the ability and the capability to do so, and do it now before it's too late, because people are,
do it,
we are looking.
do it
It's not.
now
It's
before it's
not
too
looking
late.
good. It's not looking good on us,
It's not looking good
unfortunately.
on us. So, viewers, what we're discussing is ASU strike again. ASU wants to go on the 4-day strike over new salary structure. The union president, Christopher Pawina, says federal government must respect all that they've said. He said repeated failure to honor the agreement is going to lead to some strike and some disputes. So George has said it all. George, thank you. That's a good one there. Things needs to change, George. We can't linger on.
You can allow this to
Can you
happen.
imagine? Can you imagine, like I said, since 90s, my set was 90s. And if I prior to my set, there were also more ASU strike. And you're talking of close to 40 years now or more, people keep going on strike.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense
But some people
whatsoever.
will come now and tell us Europeans go on strike, America go on strike, and all of those things.
Well, if our
and,
own,
but,
it's been happening since in the 2019, 2020. It's been happening for how many 20 years, 30 years? Come on, why are you going to be doing the same thing, saying the same thing, and thinking the same way, and expect a different result? That's insanity. That's insanity. Why are people crying over? Why are people not even wanting to go and vote? Voter apathy, because nothing is happening. When the government comes in power, all of a sudden each section is going to be, taking the situation in their own hands and messing up our institutions. We need to strengthen our educational institution, the hospitality institution, and also most of the hospitals in Nigeria are just languishing, no equipment, and when money comes, no checks and balances. Somebody will stuff the money into their pockets, and then people will be dying every day, and we are giving excuses, or we're going to investigate, and nothing happens with the investigation. Let's fix our educational institution once and for all.
once and for all. So that's a word from SSM. Viewers, you're hearing us speak loud, our voice echoing. We're not intimidated, we're not coerced by anybody. We're saying it as it is. The ASU strike must cease, and the federal government must also parley and agree and settle, come in agreement with the union as they talk on their side. It's important. That thing you said,
Come on, man. Can you just imagine?
Yes. Okay, George, let's go to other
No. There's something else you don't understand.
Tell me,
that
George.
we have not looked at. We are looking at universities, and we are looking at professors who now, after a few months of not getting their money, they have children, they have parents, they have family
wives,
structure, wives, and all those things. And then no, watch this though. Then all of a sudden, they're looking for ways of making a little extra money to sustain themselves until salary come. So when students are paying the professors, a little money in their pocket to pass their exams, what do you expect these people to do? Die of hunger? Die of kwashiorkor while they're coming to work faithfully and they're not getting paid? It's a cycle. It has a domino effect. Can you imagine that? Because you're talking
George,
about students bribing professors for good grades.
People have lived this kind of life for years, George.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, George, we heard that Dangote is cutting petrol price in Nigeria to 1,200, and that's really amazing, despite the global oil pressure. How is he doing that? Do you have any idea? I wish PD would join us.
Listen, you see, what is really happening is this man needs to be applauded highly. He is done Africa, not only Nigeria, so proud. Because as you speak right now, yes, there is a naira, purchase of as a matter of fact, he is cutting it almost 150 naira, cutting 150 naira from the regular prices. So when you go to Nigeria and go to some of these Dangote refinery, the people that are selling Dangote, getting petrol from Dangote refinery, they will be selling theirs 150 naira cheaper. And people will be going there. And this man is doing this to relieve the pressure upon the people. Yet, Nigeria is suffocating this man and maligning this man. The amount of crude oil they're supposed to be given to him, they are not doing it. They turn around and they're selling this crude oil. They're cutting what they have promised the man and selling it internationally to make money. And this is what the government is using to pay down the debts. But yet, the man who built the biggest refinery around the world today is still being set aside. What they promise him, they're not doing it, and he is still being able to buy. He's buying oil from US. Can you imagine?
Mhm.
Dangote is buying most of the crude
That's
oil
yeah,
from
that's
the
what we heard.
US.
Yeah, that's what we
So
heard.
this
Now,
they that
that's what we heard, and it's sad. George, it's crazy that we have this crude, we have all of those wonderful minerals the world sought after, and we're still not getting it right. We're still not doing things well. And the one man that stood up to put our name to get it, help us in this aspect, is still being treated like this. So, but George, there's also a
but
story
you
that.
see, he's sending
Uh-huh.
oil to Ghana, to most African
Mhm.
countries that are suffering.
Okay.
So can you imagine
Okay.
that? He is now refining the oil. He buys oil
Selling
in
to other people.
dollars. In dollars.
Yeah, that's what we
He
heard. And
buys
it's
oil from
strange
US in
that
dollars and then
it's strange.
sending this oil, refining it and shipping it to Ghana, to a few African countries to relieve them. Should Dangote not be, just, applauded for all these good things? Cutting prices amid rising Middle East tension and global oil uncertainty. The refinery is showcasing the strength of domestic production and its ability
Yes.
to shield Nigerian consumers from external shocks that would typically drive prices higher. The man is doing great. He is doing awesome. And
It's doing
yet,
also.
the system
So
itself is messing him up.
messing him up.
Part of what
We
he's
we
supposed to
we
be receiving and refining in Nigeria is being shipped abroad, sold in the international market, and they are using it to, pay the debts of Nigeria. Why Nigerians are suffering? Does it make any sense?
never. Okay, George, we stand as one here in SSM, and we say, Dangote, we applaud you
We
for what
applaud
you're
you.
doing.
Mhm.
You're slashing PMS. PMS is that the premium motor spirit. That's what it's called for petrol. You're slashing PMS price to 120, 1,200 per liter,
Mhm.
and you're defining global oil volatility that is being driven by the crisis going on now. So we say, well done, continue. Nobody can take you down. You are built for this, and God will see you through. George, thank you. That's the story. So viewers, this is what we're discussing. Real issues here. ASU strike, Dangote, and the new and his price or his PMS pricing. George, let's come to some international news now. Today we'll just take it as fast as we can. We heard that Olympics women's sport will be limiting the game to biological females. George, it's time those things are considered.
I
What do you
think
say?
I, I think I
Mhm.
think I think this weekend indirectly we're going to thank Trump. Honestly, no. Indirectly we are going to thank Trump. This is a
Okay.
victory for fairness in sport. The IOC has
Yes.
finally taken a science back stand, acknowledging that male sex provides a clear performance advantage in strength, in power, and endurance sports,
Mm.
prioritizing fairness and safety for female athletes who have long waited for this clarity. So, how can you
Yes.
just, male and female are different genders? You
I
cannot
mean,
compare the physical strength of a
crazy.
man and a woman. Come on,
How
just because
can this be?
somebody, who is wacko decides that they're going to do something that is unnatural, and then you're going to, allow them to come in. It doesn't make any sense. Let a man be a man and a woman be a woman. And I thank Trump for his stand on this.
The male metabolism is far different from the woman. Even when women say we are one, what a man can do, there are
Forget
millions of things women
There
can
is
do.
no way you can
Men
compare a man's physical strength and a woman's physical strength. I mean, these people, after consulting over 1,100 athletes and engaging directly with impacted competitors, the IOC has demonstrated that protecting the female category is a common priority, showing that athletes' concerns can no longer be ignored by sports' most powerful body. So we appreciate this move, because it's real. We have allowed liberality have allowed us to go into another direction that is just messing up the whole human history and human.
There were these two contestants last time. The Algerian fighter, I don't know if you remember. He was a male that turned to a woman, and he came to the ring and was knocking everybody off. And we also had one Taiwanese fighter too. So those were some of the things that really caused this revoke. That they had to say no, because they were punching the women more than they punched the women off the ring, and the strength was so much. So they said, no, these guys are male.
Oh my God.
The world is crazy, Judge. All right, Judge, thank you very much. So there you go, viewers. IOC Olympics women's sport will be limited only to biological women. No more transgender. None of those things. I mean, don't come and kill these women because you claim to be.
Fortunately, as a Christian, I applaud that decision. If you decide to do whatever you want to do it on your own. Don't disturb us with it. We'll stay in your lane, do your thing. We are not telling you not to be what you want to be. Whether it's right or wrong, that's your decision. It's your own volition of choice. But do not come in and want to destroy the system because of your own choice, because it's not going to be allowed. That's right.
All right, George. So, viewers, you're hearing that IOC has done taking the right step. Now the game for women will be for women, and the game for men will be for men. No more all of those crazy things. George, let's do small Middle East crisis update. We heard that Donald Trump says he's pausing the strike on Iran energy plant. They were about to strike the energy plant, but he's pausing it because there are talks going on for peace. Do you think that the talk on peace will bring out something, George? We want this whole thing.
Last time we were wondering where Trump was getting his information from, whether he was making it up, whether he was just saying that these people are eager to negotiate. But the truth of the matter is that no, they are negotiating. And there is a particular leader that Trump is actually talking to. As of March 2026, major breaking news, a sharp escalation with Israel attacking Iranian gas infrastructure and kill commander killed alongside. There is a commander that was killed in this particular last drone strike, that they did. Okay, so the U.S. Donald Trump is saying that they are delaying striking that infrastructure simply because they don't want people to suffer, but it's also because Iran is retaliating. And what is happening right now is that they have struck Israel and struck one of the places where they, culture their uranium, for nuclear weapons. So they struck that particular place. They fired so many missiles. Two of them were not able to be shot down, and then they start. They really touched the major place where they are doing the doing the nurturing the uranium. So what is happening is this: Iran does not want to come out to look weak.
Yeah.
And therefore, behind the scenes, they are negotiating. But when
Okay.
Trump talks, they will also retaliate with tough talk because they don't
Tough
want
talk.
this. Yeah,
Look weak.
the regime does not want to look weak to their people. So that's
That's
what
it.
you are seeing. So now, Israel strikes have hit critical Iranian gas facilities, and reports indicate the killing of a senior naval commander responsible for the
Yes.
Strait of Hormuz. So that's a
Yes.
very strong strike that affected them. So the Trump delays has reportedly extended the pause on striking in Iran energy sites by 10 days, with reports mentioning ongoing talks. And indeed, there is
So,
talks. There is
yes,
talks going on.
they were about to open the Straits of Hormuz, and there was still some resistance. Now they've killed the man that heads that mission, the guard man there. That's the man you were talking about. They took him out. Israel took him out. That's the picture of the man there for the viewers watching. So Ali Rahaz Kangari's Islamic Revolution Corp has been taken out. Israel said they took him out with some other of his associate commanders and officials. Now, will this not heighten up more confrontation?
No,
George,
I think it's supposed to bring
yesterday.
fear. It's supposed to bring
Mhm.
fear on the leaders. They're talking
Okay,
tough, but they are shaking in their boots.
they're talking
They're
tough.
talking tough, but they are shaking in their boots. Okay, because and now this is with Iran and Israel, but also there is another aspect of this thing. Airstrikes in Lebanon are continuing. So with
Yes.
a teenager reportedly killed and severe damages in southern areas, Hezbollah
Mm.
is claiming to have destroyed Israeli tanks in ambushes. But what you're seeing here is high civilian casualties.
Oh
So
yeah.
Israel is trying to cut off the eastern part of Lebanon, and then because
How?
they bombed the bridge that connects the western part and the eastern part, and this is like 20% of their land mass. So Israel is cutting it off, and they're going to seize it, and they're going to take over. So what we are seeing is that the nation is suffering because of
Mm-hmm.
the, this Hezbollah that
Mm-hmm.
Iranians have been sponsoring. So you tell
A lot of
me
nations are suffering too. Not
there
so
there
many of
are
them,
some,
and
yeah.
all because Hezbollah is in their midst.
Mhm,
Houthis are among them.
mhm.
All of those
Hamas,
rebel groups
Hamas,
there.
Hamas,
Hamas
yeah,
is there.
and
So
they're all
so
being
when
sponsored by Israel,
and they are
by
open by
Iran.
Iran. Yeah. So this is the cause of harboring a criminal in your house. It will affect you. Even though there's this thing we say here also, George, that the Iranian government is different from the people, but the people too are suffering all of this, and
All of
they
them are
really don't want
suffering.
this. They really
No,
don't
I
want.
I have a friend, an Iranian friend here. He's my tax guy. He was just I
Okay.
was with him yesterday. He was telling me that when Israel and Trump started striking Iran, that the whole entire nation were jubilating. And that's when they started cutting off. Right now, he's not able to speak to anybody in his country simply because they don't want people outside to know what is going on in the inside. They're suffering. And then because of
Yeah.
this Strait of Hormuz conflict, go ahead.
Yeah, so also the Iranians should play wise. Iranians in diaspora should not be showing the that interest in America hand to Iran. George, this is wisdom now. They should apply because they are hurting their people back home, and their people are caught up in the West. They are suffering all of this
So
thing,
what do you mean?
and
What do you mean? They should
no,
not
no.
be
I
doing
mean, the Iranians in diaspora, I think
it?
they should reduce because there's so much celebration and jubilation over the strikes. So I think they should reduce it so that their people
Why?
will not be hurt back home.
No, because
That's what I mean.
when you have that international, you see what is going on inside. And it is a
Mhm.
group of people. This is exactly what might happen in Afghanistan because a group
Yes.
of
No,
people.
but you don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if they keep dancing abroad, all of them that are outside, you know, the government will be inflicting pain on on the people, and these are their relatives, these are still their family members. They will be suffering because the government will say, it is you people, that is your brothers abroad that is instigating all of this action. So they will be inflicting those people with more pain. That's what I think. I don't know.
Well, no, it doesn't make any sense to me. To me, in my
Okay.
opinion, I think they should be
Okay.
jubilating because they know the sufferings, in the kind of lifestyle they could be living, and the lifestyle that they
Okay.
live that they live in that is being imposed, and they are being forced to do so. Women are not going to school. They are forced to wear hijab. All those type of nonsense that they are
Yeah.
inflicting on the people. This is actually, trying to restrict the movement of the people, controlling
Yeah.
everything, and that's why you remember when they were striking in Iran, they were protesting and all that stuff. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
that there is a video that this man showed me where they gathered about 3,000 people? These are
Mm-hmm.
protesters, the people that were
Yes.
vocal, and they shot them with a high powerful rifle. They just
Right. Right.
stood them all up and killed all of them, and then packed them up in big scoop their bodies out, put them in big
Yes.
cars, and
I
go and
saw.
bury
I
them
saw.
as.
Yes, I saw some of this. Anyway,
what
also
what kind
let's
of
make our
regime is that?
viewers.
No, that's
Yeah,
what kind of regime is
brutal,
that?
brutal. Those are
It doesn't make any sense.
brutal. Yeah, me. Let's also state here that the whole end game of what America and Israel are trying to do is wipe out the Islamic regime, just take them all out. So
Basically,
the
because they're
Islamic
evil.
government, yes,
They
the
are
Islamic
evil.
government are the ones doing this, causing trouble all over. All right, George, let's come
Okay,
to some
another
other
thing.
news.
Another thing also is, you remember
Yeah, go ahead.
When Trump said, oh, that we have destroyed the people, that ships can now go and cross the
No,
the Strait of Hormuz. And what happened now is a Thai flag cargo ship has run aground near Iran after being hit by projectiles. So you see,
okay.
yeah. So I mean, people that are tempted when they were told that these people, we have destroyed them, they cannot do anything, you can allow your ship to go. Now all of a sudden they were passing, and they struck them down. So
Destroy
this
them
is what we are seeing right now.
is what we're seeing right now.
Mhm.
Thank you, George. George, let's come to a small news also. It's not really small. Bangladesh mourns as 24 people plunges into a river. When I saw that, I don't know if you saw that video. See that video,
Yeah,
George.
it's
Let's see
it's,
that.
sad. It's very sad.
মানুষজন
So sad. So sad. Our condolences. They say that about 24 people died, and that is including about 5 children and 11 women after that passenger
Mhm.
bus, plunged. They were trying to
Get into the
yeah,
ship,
and tap into the
get into
board,
a ferry.
the ferry,
Yes.
yeah, in Rajbari, when it sank, triggering a major rescue effort, but they were not able to rescue a lot of people. About 24 people died, including 5 children and 11 women. Our condolences
Mhm.
to the families and the country
Our
itself.
condolences, George.
Yes, it's so sad.
Sad news.
Very
Thank you,
sad.
George. Thank you for sending out that condolence on behalf of SSM.
Mhm.
So I think there could be more control. The thing just ran
Right.
off the cliff. Terrible. George,
Yeah.
let's look at also Zelensky that has decided to also go around selling drones. Did you hear that news?
Yes.
Ukraine, Zelensky went to Saudi Arabia to tell them that he can also offer drones, sell to them. So, you know what I saw with that story, George? I think war, they say there's a way they put an adage, becomes the mother of invention. Casualty or something, war could make people become, you begin to create.
Yeah,
You know?
necessity is the mother of invention. Yeah, so
Necessity is the mother of
it's the mother of
invention.
invention. That's what it is.
So
So as to
Ukrainians
what
have become. Go ahead, George.
amid the Iranian people striking most of these Gulf countries like
Mm-hmm,
Saudi Arabia, UAE,
mm-hmm,
Dubai, Kuwait, and the
mm-hmm,
rest of them. So what Zelensky is doing right now is he's
mm-hmm.
trying to go, because they can produce these drones,
Drones.
and then
Mm-hmm.
these anti
Also,
missile launchers. They are producing it in Ukraine. So he's saying to
yes,
them, buy from us in case these people are trying to. If Iran is deciding, to shoot missiles to you or send drones to you, you can actually protect yourself, and that's what
that's
he's
correct.
doing. And now, what is really happening is Putin is also supplying a lot of equipment to Iran.
True. Okay, we
Yeah,
had that
supplying
too.
intelligence to Iran, supplying equipment to Iran, and therefore, they are making money. And amid all this conflict that is going on now, Russia has received a lot of leniency from Trump, and a lot of restrictions are being loose. So they're making money now, and now they're
From
sending equipment to Iran, who used to
to
supply them with drones also. So they're sending
yes,
certain equipment that they don't have to Iran to help them with the war. So it's almost
to
like it's seeming like countries are benefiting out of this, and this war might not even
yes,
end anytime soon if care
yes.
is not.
So everybody's now looking into doing business because of war. This is
Hmm.
crazy, George. Doing
Hmm.
business. Yes, Ukrainians have become experts in drone building
Hmm.
because they've also been hit, they've been attacked several times.
You see
So
what is
now,
happening because of the way the war
mhm,
was because Russia has nuclear warheads, and
yes,
they're trying to
Russia do.
prevent Putin from pressing the button. So what Ukraine did was they have developed a very critical defense mechanism, and that's why they can sell it to the Arab countries to protect themselves. So if Iran decides to be striking them with missiles, they can actually shoot those things down. So that's what you're seeing right now, because they're not able to strike Russia in their own
Mm-hmm.
country. So they have developed, a very sophisticated defense mechanism to protect them from from Russian missiles coming into their own country. So that's what we're seeing here. It is so
That's what.
sad, but what we are seeing is signs of the World War III, the end of the
Yeah,
age. The
that's
end
it,
of the
George.
age is coming so close.
That's it.
It is so sad. Look at the whole.
Right.
Can you imagine how small the world is becoming? That just the Strait of
Mm-hmm.
Hormuz is causing global inflation.
Global inflation.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. It's incredible. And it's only about
Hmm.
20% of the oil that passes through there. Only about 20%.
Yes. Yes. Because the other one come from other places where Venezuela, I mean South America and all those places. George, we're going fast as we can. There's a small story also coming from uh, Europe, that a girl that decided to kill herself, euthanize herself, and people are talking about it. But that's just a European story. The girl took herself out yesterday. She died by that act of self killing yourself, put yourself into some pain because she said she's depressed. So this is what we're also seeing as all of these wars and problems face people. Some people can't they can't face it. Some people can't live all of this. They feel that life has become too rough. They get into depression.
They get
don't
into
know how.
depression. They are
Mhm.
despondent. They are
Yeah,
despondent. It's almost like
respondent.
there's nothing to look
Lost
forward
hope.
to in life. Lost
They
hope.
lost hope. They
That's
lost
what
hope.
it is. So it is sad.
Yeah,
It is sad. The world,
it's
but
sad. Yeah, she
it
killed
is very
herself.
unfortunate. But it's going to
Mhm.
intensify. It's not going to even get better. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So they
Unfortunately.
don't see any good in living, any essence being alive. Let me just go. George, tell us. They said 8,000 thereabout delegates will be coming on your APC convention today, starting from tomorrow to maybe Monday or so. So
Yeah,
what
it's
do
going to
we
be a
expect?
whole lot. Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be a
going to be
whole
a
lot.
lot. It's going to be
Okay.
a lot. Actually, what we're hearing also is that some other states are jumping ship to join. Some PDP states are
Mhm.
jumping
I
ship to
also
join
had it.
APC. Yeah, Bauchi.
Okay.
Bauchi.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
those people, I received that news yesterday. So what you're saying is a one party system that is evolving right now, and I don't know what is going to be like, because other
Mm.
political parties has been weakened.
We
They're blaming Tinubu, but they are the ones doing it themselves.
Let's
They,
see if
they
it will
can come
work,
together.
because
Yeah.
we ADC won't take this. We can we ADC won't back down. ADC will also
You know,
push.
I was listening to one of the news outlets recently,
Okay.
and I heard Dele Momodu was being asked about ADC, and he's uh, projecting that what's his name again, might be the nominee for the career presidential aspirant. What's his
Who's
name
that?
again? Atiku.
Article.
So he's saying that Atiku might be the most formidable
Well,
force to be
let,
dealt
let,
with. But
let-
no, hold on a second. You gotta listen
okay.
to this. You gotta listen to
I
this.
listen. I
Okay.
like to listen.
If that is the
Uh,
case, you have
mhm.
actually destroyed yourself. And if that is the
Okay.
case also, that means that I believe that Atiku has received some kind of packages that will make him to come out again, because he know that there is no way he's going to be the president from the
No,
north.
but Atiku doesn't need a package. He's also self-reliant.
Self-reliant
He
way.
has
Yeah, that's why
on his well. He has well.
that's why
That's,
he did it in 2023 and want to do it again. He know he cannot be the
well,
president.
no,
No
but
south,
the thing
no
is,
southerner,
it's not.
no southern
Mhm.
state will allow him to be the president after 8 years of Buhari. It's not going to happen.
Yes,
So it's just a game
but
that he's playing, and that
but
game he's
we've not,
playing is handing over the presidency back to to remain with Asiwaju. That's all.
but we've not come to that consensus. We are still looking at who the flag bearer will be. So it's not. Dele Momodu is probably just in his own opinion. He's giving his
That's
own
his
opinion.
opinion,
It's,
but it's
yes,
something that he's
it's not.
putting out there, and he
It's not
must know something
how
that
it
we
is.
don't know.
George, in the heat of all the conventions, we're still talking of power outage. We're still talking of heat. People screaming. People are also suffering because the heat is becoming very intensified. Take note that Nigeria is a hot climate country, coupled with no light, no electricity to put some air around you. So what is this? Because this morning the announcement about the power outage is more. People are angry. People are sleeping. They say they're not enjoying their night rest. They are
And the
sweaty.
fuel prices are so high that you can't even afford
Mhm.
to buy fuel to power your generator. So these are the things inflicting pain upon the people. Fuel prices are high, food
Inflicting
prices are
pain.
high, everything is high. So we need again, we keep on saying this. We know that the minister of power came out and was making apologizing to the people, and then yesterday somebody came from him and was trying to explain away the reason why he's doing what he's doing. The very
Was
point we are making right here is
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
government, our government right now,
yeah.
needs to look down all this money that you are sending outside to pay the debts down, and we're still borrowing. Put that money to give us light in our country. Give us light. Light up Nigeria.
Yes,
light up Nigeria, and you will be a president that 10 generations will never forget. If you do this, I can guarantee you, you will go down and your family will go down as what the first family for 10 generations. I can guarantee you that, because people are suffering in that country. Give us light. Give us light. Stop sending the money abroad. Use the money to give us light. Bring a new infrastructure that will build plants and all these things that will give light to the whole entire country. You can. The money is there, but it's being used in other areas that is unnecessary at this moment. It's an emergency. It's a state of emergency in the country. Give us light.
George, one small good news is that the IGP, Nigerian IGP, the police IGP, says that he has sent out the framework for state policing to the House of the lawmakers. So now they have to look with the framework he has sent and probably look how it also benefits us and help curb security issues in Nigeria. So what do you have to say about that?
It's a welcome news. But what we are saying is, while we are doing this, let's ensure let's make sure that when they are planning to put this state policing together, that all the dots and all the points are being made. Because number one, it's so easy. I know it's going to increase employment in each state. One, they're going to hire and train these police officers. And give them the training that they need. But also, it is important for them to realize that every single thing whatever they're doing must be done perfectly well. That these people, when they are trained, they're going to be trained so well, because these are the people, the eyes and the ears on the ground in each state to prevent this insurgency and this prioritize the safety of the people and properties and safeguard lives. So that's what we're saying. Whatever that is being done, if we need external help to help us, invite external help to come and train, help to institute all this state policing, because it's very, very important. It's vital for the safety and the security of the people.
Vital for the safety and security of the people. George, with this, we have to go. This is good. We did it. It's been a week of news updates. George waking up to join us. Thank you so much, George. So we have to go now. Is there anything you want to add?
We will continue to pray for the Federal Republic of Nigeria and pray for the presidency, that God will continue to grant him the wisdom and the judgment, to make decisions that will affect the people, because it's all for the people, by the people. So let's make sure that all the leadership in Nigeria, that they are all looking in the same direction together, checks and balances, corruption to be eradicated permanently from our country, so that paradise we've been looking for, so that the people can breathe once and for all. That's what we are praying.
People can breathe once and for all. George, awesome. Thank you. So we'll come again, viewers. It's been Friday, All Affairs. George and I were here, and we want to wish you a beautiful weekend. George, how will you be voting virtually?
Yes, yeah. No. Would I be voting virtually?
Yes, in the APC convention.
Well, we're gonna be watching them. We're gonna be watching them. But
yeah,
by the way,
you'll be watching.
in our own the Nigerian Canadian Association locally here, we have a new president, and the inauguration is today, and we're making it big. We're inviting a lot of dignitaries and a lot of politicians to come and join us today to do this inauguration. You have a new president.
But you can beam for us. Make arrangement, and let's be involved in it. SSM would like to do the coverage too. If there's a way you can do
if you can send me the link, I can do that for you.
Let's do
that.
Let's do that. What time is that, George? What time is it?
It's going to be around 2 o'clock our time. 2 o'clock our time.
Okay, 2 o'clock your
2
time.
p.m.
I'll check that. Yes.
Check it out.
All right, George.
Yes.
Thank
All right.
you. Bye-bye.
There is another. There's another one coming though. On the 10th of April. On the 10th of April, you know, the Imo Progressive for Change is having a 1-year anniversary, and it's taking place in London, and we're going to be covering that also.
Let's cover that.
Yes.
Let's do that, George.
Yes.
Nice. All right, George. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See the man with sabi proper gentle. He step on stage, everything set to go. With clean integrity, implant they shine bright. Skillful with the mic, he go make your day right. Oh yeah. Dressed up nice for every party you see. From wedding to conference, he bring the energy. Book launch or the birthday concert on the light. He's the classy MC, we go make your event right. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, now make your event right. He's the classy MC, make your event right. See the man with sabi proper gentle. He step on stage, everything set to go. With clean integrity, implant they shine bright. Skillful with the mic, he go make your day right. Oh yeah. Dressed up nice for every party you see. From wedding to conference, he bring the energy. Book launch or the birthday concert on the light. He's the classy MC, we go make your event right. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, now make your event right. He's the classy MC, make your event right.
To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy, your party, for you and by you. Every life is important, every right is respected. We promote friendship, cooperation and collaboration. We believe that when we work together, we make great things happen. With love and respect, we shake hands. Yes, we shake hands. Therefore, we say, ADC arise, ADC arise, ADNC arise and shine.
This message is endorsed by ADC 7th Zone, ADC-DN, African Democratic Congress, Diaspora Nigerians, Diaspora Network.
If you want the future of Nigeria to be better for you, not for me. Not for me at all, for your generation. Anybody in Nigeria today who is affected by the rottenness of the government, by the unacceptable situation of the poor man in every application, no light, no water, roads are bad, education bad, health bad. Any other thing, you are in a mess.
Darkness falls across the land.